Hello, we're now going to go through the SpringCM web interface. So firstly, enter into SpringCM used via the one login page. I've already done that. I'm just going to go through the web interface now. So top left you have home. If you click that, you'll always basically go back to your home position. It's obvious, which essentially will show your documents. The menu bar across here will let you go to any of these areas here. So your documents, a dashboard of what you've been doing, a search feature, an address book that'll have all employees in it, and at a later date we'll put distribution groups in there as well, reports on what's happening, and the preferences that you can actually change. In file, upload, I won't go through them all, you can see them here, and many of these are duplicated in the toolbar below and other functions. So it'll also indicate to you the easiest way of doing things. But take some time to go through this menu bar and see what it can actually do. One very handy area here is the welcome getting started piece under help. We touched on this before, in that this is where you actually download the clients. There's also knowledge articles on how to use the tool itself and anything else you probably want to know. So go back home. So we have a navigation bar down the side here. I've already covered these areas. And we have a file tree navigation area down here. This is the easiest way to navigate around the content management tool. So the view you see here is typical. So there'll be a users area, that's your home users area. So if you've got any documents you're not ready to publish yet, you're just working with, you could put them in there, but it's not for project related materials. Everybody will see HR, so expense policies and info for associates and employees. Everyone will see the knowledge base. Everyone will see the templates that we have at the moment and the weekly reports section. These may change, okay, but these are the default settings for the moment. And then there'll be your project area. This being a test user, it's simply called test in this case. I think you can see it's quite easy to navigate around. You just click on the arrow and it will drop down to the next level. I'll concentrate on the test area for the moment. So what can we do with the documents from the web interface? Well, the first thing is you probably want to view things. So a handy thing to do is to go to Preferences and set default view mode for documents. Native means it will download the document basically to your downloads area on your PC, and it'll allow you to open the document. You can set this to PDF or preview. Preview will basically the tool will render it in a preview window. PDF, well, as it says, it'll actually generate a PDF and let you view that. However, with us having Visio documents, native is probably the best. Visio being a closed standard, none of the tools out there today can actually do anything with it unless you download it. So native's probably the best for all the documents that we use, but it will download it. To be clear here, all you're doing is actually looking at a document. So once you've saved that, if I go back to documents, and I click on a document, that is just a view. You'll notice in the bottom left hand corner here it's downloaded that document. So to view it, away I go, I can read it. That's something done by my daughter, in fact. So I've viewed it, I've closed it. It's up to you if you want to tidy up your obviously your folders afterwards, but that is just viewing a document. Have a play yourself. Go to Preferences, set that to PDF, set that to preview, find what you'd like and the best way that you would actually want to use the tool. So some other things. Well, okay, what's happened with this document? History over here on the right. Click on that. It'll actually tell you from the day it was created, all the different versions that have been worked on, and who did it. So the test user here, you can see that I've been in as my user doing a few things as well, testing a few things out. And any of these versions here, you can actually click back and go to and retrieve that document. And if you want, and I'll show you how to do it later, to actually make the current version. So there's no need to put version numbers and the ends of things. All these versions are kept, and the system is set to 25 to keep 25 versions. Okay, there are a number of scenarios when you are editing something. I can't cover them all at this stage, but basically if you want to edit a document, simply move along to the right hand side of the document, and in the Actions panel here on the right, click Edit. This will trigger SpringCM Edit to pop up Word in this case, because it's a Word document, and let you edit the document. So in this case, I'll just take away the line that I had previously and click Save. I finish working on the document, close it, and notice down here in the right there's a pop-up has come up and said, okay, something's being uploaded. So essentially your changes have been uploaded back to SpringCM. And if you're wondering if it's happened, just click on History as we did before, and you should see that we've actually edited that document. And there you can see it. So basically all that happened was the system auto checked out the document as it was reintroducing it. Let's check the history. Yeah, there we go. I was just a bit quick. However, that was a very quick process, so there is a danger that doing it that way, that essentially I've got the document open, someone else dives in to try and edit that document. So there's a better way of doing it. Okay, if you're going to do an extended edit of a document, the best way to do things is actually to check the document out. So right click, check the document out. You'll see a padlock has appeared here. And you'll see if I hover over the padlock, it actually comes up and say that it's me who's got this checked out. What you can actually do, it won't show it to me because I've got it checked out, but if you click on the drop down box again, it will actually let you request that I check it back in. So if someone's forgotten to check it back in, you can request that and it will send them an email. So I've got that locked. Now I can just simply click on it. As before, it'll download it, although this is in preview mode, so it's a great example. So I'll go back, click on the document, download it, and it'll download the latest version, and you can save that to wherever essentially you want to work on that document. So to edit the document, obviously find out where you saved it to. So default is it will just drop that straight down into your downloads directory. Open the document, work on the document. Save the document. Now all of this is local because you might want to work on the train or something, or have this open all weekend. It's up to you really. Documents checked out, everybody knows you're working on that document. They can create different versions, they can just fork off a different version if required. However, you're finished now, so go back to the web interface and check the document in. So left click on the drop down box and check in. Browse to the file. Select the file, edited, edit for training, put a comment in there that means something to somebody. What did you do with the document? And save that back. If we go and look at the history, you can see that via upload, we put that back just a moment ago. So if we go home, check the document, this will be in preview mode here. You can see that work on doc, edit when checked out. That's exactly what I did. Go home again. So there are many ways to do the same thing in this interface. So you can basically just use the check boxes, and then the toolbar across the top here has exactly the same effect that we just looked at before. The history tells you even that we previewed here, if you notice. So the audit trail this gives you is second to none really about what's happened with that document and who did it as well. There's also SpringCM email, so you can right click on here, you can email a link. So send that link off to somebody and they'll be able to access that document. No need to send as an attachment, but this is Cloud Talent only. Another useful feature here, if you're not actually working on your laptop that you use for work, so you don't have your Outlook client on there, you can use SpringCM email. So if you click on that icon, you can do the same thing really. So you can essentially send emails to other people within the company. It's quite useful, and you can attach stuff to it as well. And when you attach things, you can actually PDF the document as well. So if you don't want to send the original, PDF it and send. I think that's all self-explanatory. Go home again. And remember the welcome getting started. If you have any questions, go there. There's useful videos and things, and there's help here obviously as well. And that's contextual based on where you are. Okay, that concludes the initial view of really how to use the interface and how to edit documents and look at documents. We'll cover search at a later date. Thank you.